Okay. So today we're here at Scot Rod's Garage. We are starting the refresh process on the S14 to make it more, well, for one, to make it legal for FD, and for two, to make it more like optimal for FD. So we're here in the shop. We got the car on stands already. We got Dustin. You guys know Dustin. We got Scott. And we're about to get started. We're gonna do a bunch of fab stuff. We're gonna start with probably the rear end. We're gonna rebuild the rear tube structure. We're gonna move the firewall, move the fuel cell, and we're gonna make it better. Yeah, we're gonna do all kinds of stuff. Let's get started.
Whatever.
Okay, so this is like, what, like 4 or 5 hours later or something?
Don't be telling people that shit.
Yeah, I mean we've
somebody's gonna want this shit, and I'm gonna have to charge them for it. And if you tell them I can do it in 4 hours, then I have to bust my ass every time.
Now the only reason it took 4 hours is he made me do all of it. So yeah. So we've
subtracted. We now have Bertha. So you can hit that if you feel like, you know, getting wild.
Yeah, so basically we took all of that off, and now we have only that left.
Yeah, but we're done cutting.
Yeah, so that's all the stuff we're taking off, and now we're going to rebuild it in a way that is more practical, I guess.
If you look at some of the old footage, there used to be a lot of stuff here where you had to move the tank forward. We're gonna put these little guys. These go in there.
Yeah, they're going to sit in here at like a V, like this.
Yeah.
I got just like that right there.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, most people go with one big radiator, but for whatever reason we wanted it to be different. I don't even know if it's going to work as well. We hope it will.
It should.
An Irish guy said it will, so we're hoping for the best. But yeah, we basically are going to get the radiators mounted here, and then we're going to start building the rear crash structure so that I can run into walls and have more than, you know, a millimeter of leeway before I hurt something.
Yeah, and then mount the bodywork, but that's easy.
Yeah, yeah. And then build that around the bodywork. Cool. Back to work. Okay, day 2 here at Scot Rod's Garage, refreshing the S14. Be honest, we worked all day, didn't film anything, so this is going to be a recap video, not a what's going on video. So yesterday we left off. I think we had the main like structural piece of the rear on, and we had like the lower mounts for the radiators in place, and that's kind of where we left off. Today we finished getting the radiators mounted up. Dustin made a cool little mount here. It's like a little piece, was like 1/2 inch tubing or something. Yeah. It goes across. There's a tab on the top of each radiator, and then they have one bolt that goes to the strut tower via a couple little tabs.
Yeah. And 2 bolts, radiators come out.
Yeah.
Scott got this bin up today. We also got these bin up today. So these will be our new little crash structures. I think they go in like this.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so we kind of designed those on the old structure. They were pretty much touching the edge of the bumper. So if I went into a wall, I had basically no wiggle room before I had something solid against the wall. Now I think Scott designed them so the corners have like 6 inches or something like that before it even hits the first set of tubes, and all those tubes are faced in a way to where if I go into the wall, the car should just kind of slide against it instead of get pulled in. And that's, I would have to overshoot it quite a bit even to get into those. We're working on getting the batteries mounted. They're going to get moved to the corners.
Yeah, they're really not moving much further than where they were.
They used to be like...
They were right here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like literally, they were right there. So now
they're just kind of moving a little bit out of the way. So radiators are in. We just got to get fans for those.
Yeah, we fabbed up a enclosure for the rear. So we moved this 6 inches forward like we talked about last time, and we needed to make a box that gave room so we could at least not redo the whole firewall. Yeah. So that's done. Logan made us a little panel for that. Basically that makes it to where our new piece that comes down that goes over the tank has somewhere to land to instead of a bunch of crooked sheet metal. We have a base now, so that new piece of sheet metal should ride right here.
Yeah. So that guy right there will come down from where the old one was, and it'll land right there. Yep. And instead of having a bunch of gaps and just tossing a bunch of aluminum tape on it, we're going to seam seal the whole thing this time. Hopefully try and keep some more smoke out of the cabins so I don't get blinded by everything. Again, like LS Fest, that was lame.
This got cut out.
Yeah. So the whole tube front's pretty much gone.
Yeah, so we're gonna make it a little simpler. We're gonna have one tube from here, goes around, goes back, hood attaches to it. Then we're gonna run a tube about somewhere in here. It's gonna weld to the side here.
Yeah, lift up these plates here and some end caps for the frame rails.
We'll finish all that up tomorrow.
Yeah, make that look all nice. But
of course, and then maybe an X in the middle. And then we'll kind of be done. I think we're gonna make some fuel lines. That doesn't take very much time. And this thing will be ready to go get steering and the engine put back in it, and maybe a bath. Needs a bath.
Yeah, I think I might repaint at least like the frame rails. They've been pretty beat just by a variety of fluids and whatnot. So yeah, so that's pretty much day 2. This will just be like a short little update video. Honestly, I might just extend this one into tomorrow because we're gonna finish that stuff up, and that shouldn't be a ton either. So I guess we'll check back in the morning, and we'll get all that tightened up, and we'll kind of go over that, and then we'll take the car back home. Yep. Logan, what you got there?
Okay, you gotta restart that. You can't just shove it.
What you got there, Logan?
Give me 10 minutes. I don't know. I hate
10
being on camera.
minutes,
What is that?
He's got
Fuel
some
lines.
pipe.
Hey, don't scratch the seats.
Oh shit.
Calm down.
Oh, big fella.
What is that?
Fuel lines.
For what? Oh. Nice. You make those?
No, you did.
Oh.
I hate being on camera.
I'm gonna make you get used to it. Why are those better than what we had? Tell me about hard fuel lines.
Old ones were shitty.
Why were they shitty?
Old.
What are they made of? I think they're push lock hose, actually.
Yeah, so the hoses you had on there were just rubber, and they were run under the car. And they didn't have any cover or anything like that. One good off-track excursion, now you've got a fuel leak. Yeah. Those, I'm pretty sure you can't put a hole in them. If you do, I'm sure you got bigger problems.
Yeah, they're all... What are they made out of? Like stainless or something?
Yep.
Stainless, all TIG welded, little brackets mount to the bottom of the car. Very fancy. Then we'll just run like AN line from the ends of them.
Yeah, now your hoses are only this long and not,
You know, the length of the whole car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the little winglets welded onto the rear bash bar. Those look pretty dang good. Got firewall kind of mocked back up in place just for the drive home. All this stuff is done. Scott's been going crazy on the tube front up here. Got a little bit of mad scientist or something. So we got these little bars that go from the strut towers to the side of the frame rail, and then this guy is going to go all the way across, and we're currently making like a little X brace to go in the middle of it. So this will all be super duper strong compared to what it was, and it'll look cool.
Super duper.
So that is kind of about what we gotten done today. That's kind of all we had left to do. Dustin got his little plate.
I made that thing over there.
Oh, yeah.
Covers up the new hole that we have.
Yeah, since we had to move the fuel cell forward, we made a little plate to cover that and extend our firewall up. So
But we're gonna go ahead and support this bar a little bit more on the ends here. We're gonna put it from there to there.
yeah.
Those are the old plates, and we're gonna reuse them. But instead of having a big old thing up here now, the only thing that will be here is the fans. What we decide, we're gonna put batteries underneath.
Yep, they're gonna go on the bottom of one of these two plates.
These are all done and welded in. That's good.
This thing's looking professional.
Now it's gonna need some plumbing.
Yep. So once we get done with the tube front and whatnot, we're gonna take the car back home. I got a lot of little stuff that I have been tasked with finishing up. I have to plumb the whole car, gonna have to mount the fuel lines in the car, gonna have to rivet up and seal the whole firewall. Probably gonna repaint a lot of like the frame rails and stuff because this is all gonna be looking nice. The engine's gonna look nice. new rack and stuff's gonna look real nice. So I'm gonna repaint all this, make it all pretty again, put the engine back in, get it running. Yeah, so that is kind of the extent of our fabrication. If there's anything interesting, just leave a comment and I will talk more about it, or I'll get Dustin to explain what he did or something, because
Hey, Jake.
I don't know what I'm doing. What's up?
You put these back here like that so you can have at least 2 fans?
This guy.
Hey, winner.
Okay, well, yeah, so all that's pretty much done. The car is about ready to kind of come back together, and it's kind of a whole new car.
Yep.
So,
He's one bath away.
yeah, it needs a big bath. It's very dirty. But yeah, so if you guys want to know anything else that we did, just let me know. We'll talk about it or something. Logan, you got any final words?
No, I'm good. I'm
Got
chilling.
nothing?
No.
Nothing? All right. Well, tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Close out the video.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.